Fellini. Hello, it's me, Nate Jackson, the Criterion collection reviewer guy person. We made it to number 50, and the ship sails on. Federico Fellini. Two in a row. How about that? Oh my god, this one will be quick, because just like Amarcord, it's doesn't make very little sense. I think it's got a stronger plot and a better ending than Amarcord, so we must have gotten something right between then and here. So anyway, so basically this is 1984, 127 minutes. Good God, Italian, of course. So, and yeah, it's basically it's a trippy, weird little story about these people who are on this big ocean liner, and they're going off to they're gonna scatter the ashes of this famous opera singer who they all loved and respected. Most of it's told from the point of this view of this reporter guy who narrates, who's like a guy's filming him, but it's mostly from the point of, I guess he's supposed to be filming from him, but it's like he's looking at us, so he's sort of the narrator basically, which they also did in Amarcord, and I thought, oh god, this guy introduces everybody near the beginning of the film, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna remember anybody but you, buddy. So yeah, that was a little strenuous to try and figure out who's who. I don't even remember half the characters. There's a blind girl who's like the sister of, I think he's the Duke's sister is this fat dude right here, this fat boy right there. The Duke's sister is blind, and she hears colors, or music is colors to her, or something like that, or sounds or colors, which is kind of funny because, well, no, they did say she lost her sight at an early age, so she probably learned her colors by then, because I'm thinking, if she was blind as birth, how the hell would she know red, blue, or green? Anything like that, But yeah, so they go off, and meanwhile, the narrator, whose name is Orlando, Orlando. Freddie. His name's Freddie Jones. How about that? I didn't know that. I don't know any of these people. Sir Reginald Dongby, I remember him. Teresa Valagin, I don't know who that is. Lady Violet, I don't know who that is. Maestro Albertini, I don't know who that is. The Grand Duke Fiorenzo Serra, that's the fat guy. Edmia Tetua, that's the name of the opera singer who died. Anyway, yeah, so basically it's just about, they go off, and of course, like Fellini, it's just a bunch of vignettes. They have an operatic battle in the boiler room for some reason. They put on an impromptu opera show. There's a scene with this guy who this opera guy who puts a hen to sleep by singing a really low ass note. And another infamous scene is with this rhinoceros who's lovesick, and because he's lovesick, he emits this smell that permeates throughout the ship. Yeah, and then anyway, but the main, yeah, it's basically just everybody meeting everybody, and everybody just kind of knowing everybody, and with Orlando being the kind of the observer narrator kind of guy. And also, basically the action finally actually kind of starts when they find out that the captain took on a bunch of these refugee Serbians who are on the lower decks, and they put on a show, I think, and they try to some people try to help them, but they're disgusted because they wanted to help them or something like that. But yeah, so this battleship comes and wants the Serbians, but they won't let them before unless they do the ceremony first. So they do it on, I think they were going to go to an island to scatter the ashes, but they thought, okay, we got to do it at sea. So they go and they scatter the ashes. They let the Serbians on a boat, and one Serbian is a revolutionary. He throws a bomb at the battleship, so they fire back at the ship that all the passengers are on, which I think is the Gloria NS or something like that. And so it sinks, and they all go down with the ship, except for this one guy who's admires what's her name? Edmia. and ends up admiring so much that earlier in the scene there's a scene where they do a seance and he ends up dressing up like her. Wacky. But yeah, as the ship sinks, there's this weird ass shot where it pans out and it shows like the studio for some stupid reason, and it pretty much ends with Orlando showing that he was rescued, and like he said that most of the people you met were saved, and they all had lifeboats and all that. And so did you know that rhinoceros milk is first class, and it shows that he's rowing with the rhinoceros with him, and it's kind of a humorous ending. So it makes a little more sense than the end of Amarcord, where everybody's just out there and things are just random shit's happening. But yeah, so I can't say anything else more about this. I gave it direct on. I mean, it's Fellini, you know. I really dug. I mean, this was definitely nowhere near as cool as Knights of Cabiria. Maybe because I'm a plot guy. I'm a plot guy, and I need, you know, a little more direction. And Cabiria was just such an awesome character, you know, the kind of character that you wish had like a bit more series or a sequel or something like that, you know. But yeah, that's all I can say about this movie. Maybe it was because it was done in the 80s. I don't know. Apparently did rather well. It was almost, I think, nominated for an Academy Award for Best Foreign Film. But yeah, it wasn't the worst movie, but it certainly wasn't his best. I would like to say it was definitely better than Amarcord. So I think of the three Fellini movies we've seen, Knights of Cabiria and The Ship Sails On, Amarcord. For that, I'm giving it a C+. It's no. I mean, there's a lot of scenes that didn't make sense to me, but at the same time, had a humorous ending, had some nice humorous moments around, and it was definitely very colorful and very, you know, full of life, you know, at times. But there are just scenes that just didn't make sense, like that woman who Orlando falls for, and why they keep shooing her, and she's always smiling at the camera, and she goes with the Serbians, and what? Anyway, so basically, yeah. He should have just stuck with his wife. It just kept hiring Messina, putting Messina in his movies, because then it would have been hits probably. And that's all. There are no supplements on this. Just the movie. If Ship Sails On, C+. Yeah. All right. So next time, which will be next time, we got 51. Brazil. This will be a good intro, because all I'll do is just get Brazil, the song Brazil. And just do a samba inside the room. Terry Gilliam. Might be fun, but it's long as hell. It's almost 2.5 hours. Good God. We'll probably get to that one. It'll be this weekend. It'll be Saturday or probably Sunday, or maybe Monday. No, it'll be Saturday probably, or probably Sunday, because Sunday we'll do that, and then Monday, Yojimbo, which is, oh God, this one's long too. And then its complement, Sanjuro, which I don't have yet. Still waiting on that. But yeah, I got Yojimbo and Sanjuro, and then after that we got For All Mankind, which might be done during the week, because that one I think is pretty short. I don't think the supplements are too heavy, so we might find time for that probably next Thursday or Friday. But yeah, the rest of my week's pretty busy, so yeah. And in this edition, actually, the original edition of this had like, I think 3 discs long, so I'm waiting on that edition. This is just the final cut, it says, so I don't know. But anyway, that's what's coming up. So thanks for watching, and go sail a ship, and don't fall in love with rhinoceroses, and drink rhino milk, I guess. But you can drink rhino milk, I guess, because, you know, I guess it's a delicacy of the house. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you sometime later this weekend for Brazil. Ding 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 ding. Goodbye.